Hello everyone and welcome to day 2 of the craft beer advent calendar for 2021. Today is obviously our second beer and I have it right here, and I'm not going to waste any time before I unwrap it. So if you haven't unwrapped yours, spoiler alert. Okay. Inside we have the local lager from local brewing company. They are down in Woodstock in Cape Town, and this is their flagship lager. It is served on tap in their brewery or in their tap room, along with a number of other beers that you might like to go and have a taste. I have not had the pleasure of visiting the tap room, so this will be my very first time drinking anything from local brewery. From a new kid on the Cape Town block, please meet Ewan Johnston and Lee Geldenes.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, it's so lovely to have you guys here, and everyone working from their own little corner of the world. Ewan, where do you find yourself today?
I'm actually at the brewery today. I was doing some cleaning and some accounting, so some clean and accounting. I suppose it's clean accounting. But yeah, so we're prepping to make up a couple of batches in the next couple of weeks. So not many people do know this about brewing, but it's like basically 90% cleaning. So everyone's like, oh, it's all exciting. You get to make beer. It's like, yes, but most of it is just cleaning. Cleaning. So that's what I've been doing for the last couple of weeks, is just making sure everything is ready for production and everything is ready for the season. And just, so I'm at the brewery now. Did some planting today as well.
Cleaning and accounting and gardening. Do you have any hops that you're growing?
Not at the moment, no. It would seem like a really good idea to do, but unfortunately we have we've made the garden from scratch.
I think you're being too hard on it. It's actually very sweet. We have a courtyard outside the tap room. And because it is a heritage building, because it's over 60 years old, we were a bit restricted in what we could and couldn't do. So it's just very lovely flower beds to sort of encircle where people can sit outside and have their drink.
Oh, it's lovely. So I know that your tap room is in Woodstock. Is that right?
Correct, yes.
And I also read that you are open on Friday afternoons only.
Well, it's actually very exciting. This is a great forum to do this. As of this Saturday coming, we haven't announced it yet. We will be open on Saturdays as well.
Yeah, just now to catch the people looking for a beer on a Saturday afternoon.
Ewan, you are the brewer, and Lee, you are the marketing side. Is that accurate?
Correct, yes. So I actually work in advertising. I've been working in advertising for over a decade. You can see my office behind me over there. So I have a 9 to 5 elsewhere. And local is just a really, really lovely personal project that I've taken on with you for the last couple of years.
Oh, absolutely. And I wanted to say to you that I think the branding that you guys have done on local brewing is amazing. From the colors that you've used, I love your website, both mobile and desktop. I think it's fantastic.
Thank you.
And
that's great to hear.
I was so happy to take this perfectly packaged beer out of the box and be like, wow, no plastic.
Oh, good. I'm so glad you like it. We worked with the most incredible designer, Daniel Ting Chong, I've been a fan of his since I was a student many, many years ago. And so it was incredible to be able to work with him in person and on our own personal project. And we're really, really happy with what we've settled on.
Oh, I think you guys have done a great job. It looks phenomenal.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Even choosing the colors was something crazy because, you want to keep traditional and keep all the sort of beer colors, and then he came with these 3 random colors, and I was like, no, it doesn't look like beer to me. He's like, it's not supposed to look like beer, it's supposed to be beer. And I'm like, I don't know. But it turned out nice. It turned out really well.
He answered the brief exactly, because we said we didn't want to look or feel like anyone else.
I mean, it's like an artistry, I suppose. You can't. It looks simple, but it's not simple.
It's like making beer.
That is true sometimes. Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about your beer. So, am I right in understanding that you have only your local lager? That's your flagship, and that's the only beer that you have right now?
So at the moment, in terms of our online sales and our distribution sales, we only have the lager that's going online. Spent a lot of time, probably about 2 years, perfecting the recipe there. But in our tap room ourselves, we have 6 rotating tanks. So at the moment, we have a Berliner Sour Weiss, a Pale Ale, an IPA, an Irish Red Ale, Sweet Stout, and I think that's it. And the lager, yes.
The lager.
I make 5 different beers in rotation, whatever the customers say they want. Someone wants a Kilkenny clone this month, and someone wants a Killer Pills. So we just end up making different beers every week, and then as soon as one beer runs out, we add it to the tank and see if they like it.
That's amazing. I think that's really a great concept. And it also probably will draw people to your tap room.
It's also been incredibly interesting doing it that way because it's been a good reminder for us that our taste doesn't mean that, it's our customers' taste. And it's been a really nice, quite a collaborative process. We have this whole idea of wanting to be a very community-based brand. And so having people that are actively involved in the actual production of the beer itself and how we roll it out into markets, I think is quite a nice way of doing things.
Cool. So tell me a little bit about your lager.
So the lager is a Munich Helles lager, which is obviously a very traditional sort of lager from Germany. It's very easy drinking, very simple, nothing too complicated. Most of our beers so far, including the lager, we focus on a sort of a session nature. So it comes in at about 4.8%. It's very easy drinking, very smooth, not overly complicated. So it's the kind of thing you can sit on the grass, drink 2 or 3 of and have a good time. You can drink 5 of them if you'd like. You can drink 1. But it's not something that you'll get bored of really easy or that'll overpower you. Not like an IPA that will super bitter to start off with. You have one of them, you're like, I don't feel like any more of these. It's more a case of you get a couple of beers to your friend's house and you drink a few beers and you have a great time. In terms of the tasting notes, it's got more of a malty flavor to it with a classic banana smell to it with sort of a caramel forward taste. Using noble hops, obviously, because it's a Munich Helles, so you got some Magnum in there and some SARS hops in there. So very basic, very easy drinking lager. It's nothing wild, but the way we built the recipe, it seems to be quite popular, and it tastes very crafty, I would say. Crafty. It's not boring. It's not simple. It's not that simple. It's something that you can drink, but you don't get bored very easily.
Crafty is the technical term for it.
Crafty is the technical term, yes. Yes.
Absolutely. Okay, so tell me a little bit more. If people want to come and visit you, if they want to get their hands on your product, if they want to engage with you, what should they do?
Sure. So we do have an online store. We do currently only have the lager available for purchase online, though. It is a very new website. So for anyone who does attempt it, if you spy any gremlins, why don't you just pop us a message on Instagram DM or on email, just at info@localbrewery.co, just to tell us. And we'd really, really appreciate that.
Awesome.
So the taproom, obviously, with the different beers that we serve, is our sort of our drawing factor. So if you want to try something completely different on a Friday or a Saturday, that's one of the reasons to come directly to the taproom, because those are the beers that we only make them sometimes in 100-liter batches or 50-liter batches, and there's no point in bottling those things to send out on the shelf and make new labels. So we'll probably just keep those to the taproom.
Very cool. Today is obviously our second beer, so without further ado, let's get into it. So, in South Africa, people tend to drink their lagers really, really cold. And without naming any names, costs a lot. So, what do you think, Ewan, is the appropriate temperature to drink this lager at?
So, I would say best served probably around 7 degrees. I mean, that's what it comes out of our taps at, because it comes out the tank at about 0, goes through the chillers at about 4, and ends up at about 7. And that seems to be the flavor where it tastes best. In terms of taste, between 4 degrees and 20 degrees, it pretty much tastes the same. So I would say you can drink it hot and you can drink it cold. But obviously in South African summers, cold is probably better.
Okay, so I estimate that my lager has at about 8 degrees. It's feeling a little bit warm as I've been chatting to you, which is probably also the reason for this head. It actually smells a little bit spicy, which is kind of interesting. And that colour is great. It's just what you want, after your hard day's slog. Nice, perfectly clear, good carbonation.
What did you think about the size of the bottles? When I first held the 330ml bottle, it felt very awkward in my hand, but it's actually a decently sized bottle.
It's kind of a mindfuck, because you pick it up and you think it's 440.
Really? Okay, well that's probably good for us.
Okay, local lager from local brewery. Okay, let's get into it. Oh yeah.
Do you like it? Do you like it?
I thought you were crazy when you said banana.
Oh no, there's definitely some banana smells in there. Yeah, I mean, one of the first things, not the first things I found about beer was that one of the very, very big beers served in South Africa, its main flavor is supposed to be banana. And as a student who drank it many, many times, I never once tasted banana. And then when I started making my own lagers, I started realizing, oh, there's banana here.
Here it is.
And weird enough, I hate bananas with a passion, so I probably shouldn't drink lagers if I hate bananas so much. But anyways.
It's a far more fun banana.
Yes, it is a fun banana. I'm much more fun.
If you're going to have bananas, you should drink them in your beer.
That should make like a smoothie banana beer.
No. So what I'm getting on the beer is actually a lot of that spiciness from the hops. Otherwise, just really quite clean. Nothing really jumps out at me here. I am definitely getting the spiciness and the banana, slight banana. Other than that, just really sessionable, easy drinking.
Yeah, as I said, that's what we were going for. Something that, while having a slight crafty flavor, does just allow you to have a few of them without really, I don't want to say without noticing, but without getting overly complicated.
No, that's great. I think what's great about this is it does have a little bit of that flavor palette which you're looking for when you open up a craft beer, but it's not overpowering in any way, and you would happily get to the bottom of this one and just open up another one immediately without even really thinking about it, which I think is what you're going for in a lager.
I mean, it's very unfortunate for your advent calendar people out there because they're going to have it once and only once, and then they're done.
Well, that's the point. That's why we make the video and they go, oh, localbrewery.co. Oh, nationwide shipping, click. Well, thank you. I really enjoy that. I think a lot of people out there are going to enjoy this beer.
That's good to hear.
You know, what a treat.
Yeah, it was a treat talking to both of you. Thank you for your time. Okay, guys.
Cool.
Good to talk.
Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your beer.
Yeah.
We'll chat soon.
Have a great day.
Cheers.
Bye.
Cheers. Bye.